Hello everyone, welcome back. I know dalawang linggo na po akong hindi nakakapag-post, but I just want to share with you something today from my devotion that I think it's important to talk about. Have you experienced saying the right words to people, pero it came across really wrong? Just recently I had a conversation with one of our daughters, and I was saying all the right words. I was saying, as a matter of fact, I was saying the word of God. And yet, it wasn't received properly. And then I got really mad because, I can't believe this daughter of mine is not listening to the word of God. But the more I thought about it, and then I walked out from that meeting, and then I started thinking about it. Wait a minute. Maybe it's not just the words I say that's important. I know, I used to say that 55-38-7 about words, about communication. 55 is your tone of voice, 38% is your body language, and only 7% really counts for your word. But and that is so true, and yet, okay, not only you need to understand the 55-38-7 principle when we are saying things to people, but I think timing is also important. And I'd like to read to you a very short passage in Proverbs 25 verse 11. I'll be reading from NIV. Ito pong sinasabi. A word aptly spoken is like apples of gold in setting of silver. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so when I look at that, what this verse is saying is not just the right words to say. The word aptly spoken is actually in other translation, it will read timely, fitly. Okay? And so when you think about that, the word there, saying the right words at the right time, is so important. So when you look at this text, the word timely here, or aptly, it actually means, this is what I discovered also. Yung pong Hebrew language is very descriptive. When they say things, it actually carries a picture in the mind of the readers. And so in this particular verse, the word spoken here, fitly spoken or timely spoken, actually pictures on its wheels. Ibig ko sabihin, nakabalance yung wheels. Okay, when you are saying things, it has to be tuned. It has to be perfectly said. All right. Another way of saying this is that the words you say must be skillfully constructed, beautifully written, and of lasting value. That is why it says it's like apples of gold in setting of silver. It basically talks about that the word we say can't, it's not just the right words. It can't just be 55-38-7, but it also involves the right timing of the word. The timing of saying the right word at the right time. Others saying it's well-tuned, right circumstance. Saying it at the right circumstance. With so many things happening now in our nation, now the quarantine has been extended for 15 more days. It is so easy to say words that are right, that are true, that are correct, but it might not be the right circumstance to say those words. So Proverbs is saying to us, it's not just the right words to say, it is the right timing of the word. Words are important, but timing is everything. The Message Bible says this, in the same verse. Right word, the right word, at the right time, is like a custom-made piece of jewelry. Let me read that again. The right word, at the right time, is like a custom-made piece of jewelry. I hope that every time we say something, let us not just think of 55-38-7, but let's also think of the right timing of saying the words that we want to say. Here's another thing. That's how important the right circumstance. In verse 20 is a contrast of what the writer of Proverbs is talking about. See, about right words at the right time. Look at this. Verse 20, like one who takes away a garment on a cold day, or like vinegar poured on soda, is one who sings songs to a heavy heart. Again, let me read that to you in the Message Bible. Singing light songs to the heavy-hearted is like pouring salt in their wounds. Yes, 38:7 is important. But the right timing of the right words we say is also important. So before we say things today, and in the next coming days, let us think: is this the right word? Is this the right time to say these words? The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn His face toward you and give you peace.